Good evening. I'm Discover Oklahoma's Dean O'Lally. Well, I don't have to tell you, a lot has changed since we first put the show together that you're going to be seeing this evening. Our state, our country, the entire world, we are all facing a very serious health crisis. Right now, the parking lot here at the Oklahoma Department of Tourism, it's pretty much empty. Everyone almost everywhere has been advised to stay home. Now, we know that most of the places you're going to see on the program tonight can't be open right now. That's not going to stop us from telling their stories. Businesses built on the backs of hardworking Oklahomans who are down-to-earth folks like you and me. So sit back, relax, and see what our great state has to offer. But guess what? You can start making plans now to get out and discover Oklahoma later. Once the experts tell us all, it's safe to do so.
Hi and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from a place called the Polish Boutique here in Chickasha.
This cute shop has a little bit of everything for everybody. From trendy t-shirts to office supplies, gift ideas and accessories, you can find it all at this small town hotspot. We'll show you around throughout the show.
But first, it's time to hit the water.
Later this year, we celebrate the first anniversary of the Oklahoma Fishing Trail.
And today, Broken Bow Lake is calling. It's time to do a little bass fishing.
I'm the oldest guide on the lake. I've been guiding on the lake longer than anybody.
This is Tommy Rudisill, but everyone calls him Rudy. He's been a professional fisherman in this area for 31 years. Born and raised here, Rudy knows this lake like the back of his hand.
This lake here is different than most lakes. It's deep, it's clear. A lot of big tournaments doesn't like to fish Broken Bow Lake because of the clarity and the depth of this lake.
We're looking for some smallmouth bass this morning, right?
Yes, we're targeting smallmouth bass over here on the east side of the lake this morning. They are the most aggressive bass in the lake. I love catching them.
You can hire Rudy's guide service to go bass or crappie fishing. On this misty morning, we asked Rudy to take my videographer Tommy Evans, our Discover Oklahoma intern Ryan Smith, and me out for bass fishing, something with which I'm not all that familiar, but I wanted to learn, and Rudy, from what I understand, is the master.
Fishing for bass, you will be casting and retrieving lures. It's a totally different fishing than crappie.
Now, once we got the basics out of the way, it was just a matter of seconds before we heard the sweet sound of the water splashing.
Smallmouth this morning, right off the bat. Nice little smallie.
It was truly an honor to fish with Rudy. I learned a lot, first of all, but fishing with Rudy is just an absolute blast.
Oh, and he's fighting you too. Look at there.
Look at there, guys. There's a better
How
one.
about that?
As my grandpa used to say, blind Sal stumbled up on an acre. We've caught a smallmouth and we've caught Kentucky. Now we're looking for
And a bunch of nibbles.
and a bunch of bites.
Yes, on this morning we all had some very near catches.
Oh, Ryan, it's a good one. Don't lose him. What you got? Oh, another big largemouth. Oh, he come off.
Oh, man.
Oh,
dang it. I didn't set the hook quick enough.
Oh.
Came out of nowhere.
But the fish did jump on the hook a few times, though.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Wow. All right.
My goodness.
Oh, looky here, folks. He has got a big largemouth. Good one. Very cool. Right here. Bring him in.
Rudy told me all about the best kinds of lures to use, how the barometric pressure affects fishing, and yes, how you need patience. He also showed us an eagle's nest. He also wants his customers to enjoy the peacefulness of fishing, to enjoy nature and their time here.
I want them to have a great experience. I want them to tell me what they thought about me. Will they be back? And 90% of my customers are repeat customers. I've had people for 25 years now that I've been fishing.
If you want to use Rudy as your fishing guide, give him a call at one of these two numbers or check out his website, rudysguideservice.com. And finally, Rudy got me good with one of his fishing mottos.
If you look on my website, it says right on my website, if we don't catch no fish, you don't owe me a dime. We, because I'm going to be fishing with you.
If you're ready to plan your fishing trip, you need to check out the Oklahoma Fishing Trail. Head to the website fishinok.com to learn more. You can also download or request a copy of the Fishing Trail brochure.
And now we're going to go from far southeastern Oklahoma. We're going to head north.
That's right, and Grand Lake of the Cherokees is another hot spot for fishing, but before you hit the water, you might want to check out the Nature Center.
Photojournalist Casey Kennedy shows us why.
We were very lucky to have been able to have this nature center here on Grand Lake. It was constructed a little over 13 years, so it's still very much a big surprise to people. There are not only live animals, but that we actually have the mammals here as well. They're also very surprised to know that they can meet and greet several of our animal ambassadors while here.
Hi guys, welcome to the Nature Center.
What's really amazing about this facility is being so close to Route 66. We get travelers from all over the world. We have RV and tent camping here at Grand Lake State Park's Bernice area. We have 33 RV sites with 50 and 30 amp service. They are semi-improved, so we have a centrally located dump station, and we have lots of tent camping. They say that we can have 200 tents here primitively camping at one time. We do have nature trails. We have a 66-acre wildlife refuge with over a mile of paved trails. And the significance of the animals that we have here are that they are our animal ambassadors. Some of the animals were placed with us, as far as our coyote and our raccoon, by the Wildlife Department. The raccoon was a non-releasable blind animal, and the coyote was an illegal seizure. So those animals are actually our animal ambassadors to help tell the story, to hopefully never have another animal have to endure the life that those guys. The raccoon, we hope that people will understand that you do not need to take home an orphan animal and actually keep it as a pet. So that animal was not released due to his blindness, and our mission with him is to actually make sure that we don't have people taking home baby wildlife to keep for pets, because they make really terrible pets and it's actually illegal in the state of Oklahoma. A lot of kids have never been able to have a live animal in their homes. So coming here and getting to meet those animals firsthand is very exciting for the children.
You can meet the animal ambassadors at the Bernice Area Nature Center at Grand Lake, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's no charge for admission.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
Dreams do come true. We got to etch that in the sidewalk, and when we were building the facility, because it's like blood, sweat, and tears, this whole thing.
The best dreams bring the most fun. We'll explain.
And so we wanted to have a home in McAlester where people could come in, experience the beer, and just really feel at home.
Kick back, relax, and enjoy some of my hometown's best brew. We'll show you where.
I've had people from New York, Chicago tell me this is the best pizza that they've ever had.
Plus, wait until you see how Southern Oklahoma stacks up when it comes to pizza. It's all coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Why order a free Oklahoma outdoor guide? Uncover unique wonders. Cultivate your curiosity. And wake up your wild side. Order or download your free copy today.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the Polished Boutique in Chickasha. Now, shopping is great for a girls' trip, but if you got little ones tagging along, you know they're going to want to break from that.
Absolutely, and there's a perfect place for that in Owasso. Right now, Julie Chen is going to take us to Wheels and Thrills.
We are at Wheels and Thrills, one of the most fun places to go.
At Owasso's Wheels and Thrills, fun is the name of the game.
Wheels and Thrills is a family entertainment center, so we can have fun for all ages, so families can come and make awesome memories.
This 26,000 square foot fun factory was a labor of love for Robert and Tammy Johnson, whose love story started at the skating rink decades ago.
We met working at Rick's Roll Arena. It was the skating rink. It was a small skating rink, but it's all we had to do here in town was to go skating. So he started when you were how old?
13.
When he was 13. I didn't start till I was 15, I think.
The two would marry and dream of opening their own rink. That dream came true in 2017 with Wheels and Thrills.
What we love most, I think, about skating is the music. It takes you back.
Get to come out and listen to good music, get some good exercise.
The Wheels and Thrills rink is massive. Combined with lights, special effects, and great music, it's sure to get you moving.
I love skating. It's one of my #1 things to do. My kids love it. We love it. I've got an older boy who actually wishes he could work here. He got rollerblades because of this place for Christmas. He loved it so much. Anyway, and my 2 little kids who have never skated before, I learned how to skate here, and I was super proud of them.
And don't let the fact that you've never skated before, or perhaps it's been a long time since you've skated, keep you from coming to Wheels and Thrills. They rent these skate mates, and they make things a lot easier.
You can also rent skates and take lessons here. Special skating sessions are listed on the company's Facebook page. Everything from adult night to tiny tots designed for the 6 and under crowd. The best deal of the week is on Thrifty Night.
They can come in and pay $10 and do everything from 4:30 to 8:30 every Tuesday night.
Oh, we love that they have like a discount Tuesday. That's fabulous. I have a big family. We have 6 kids, so discounts are really important.
Wheels and Thrills is more than roller skating.
I love the laser tag.
Our laser tag, it's not 2-story, but it's multi-level, and it's really fun. It's great for the littler kids. It's not too scary, but the teenagers have a lot of fun too.
Kids also love climbing through this floor-to-ceiling play zone.
It's just climbing structures, 2 super fast slides, a bouncy area, and then there's the little Tykes cars and stuff underneath that they can ride on or play on.
There are arcade games, prizes, and party rooms with custom birthday packages.
Happy birthday!
Refuel at the food factory. House specials include hand-dipped corn dogs and pickle fries.
This place is awesome, and I'm so glad they have a place like this because we just moved here and we want things to do, places to go.
Wheels and Thrills, a family fun center, home to the stuff dreams are made of.
Dreams do come true. We got to etch that in the sidewalk, and when we were building the facility, because it's like blood, sweat, and tears, this whole thing. We planned it, we positioned things in certain places so that we would be able to design how we wanted, and we love how it turned out.
I say Wheels and Thrills here is the best.
In Owasso, I'm Julie Chin, discovering Oklahoma.
Wheels and Thrills is located at 106th Street and North Garnett Road in Owasso. Their hours vary on different days, so check their website for details. And don't forget, they host parties too.
There are plenty of great places to eat there in Owasso.
And in Durant, they have their eyes on the pies, but pizza pie, by the way.
Tina McGarry takes us to Craft Pie Pizzas.
I've had people from New York, Chicago tell me this is the best pizza that they've ever had. And it's not because other places don't have great pizza, but this is fantastic pizza.
Fantastic pizza made to your taste. At Craft Pies Pizza Company, you're the boss. Build your pie any way you like.
The unique thing about our concept is that it's not just a pepperoni pizza or a cheese pizza, that you can customize it according to what you like. If you want to put extra cheese or extra pepperoni, or you want to put olives, bacon, whatever it is that you want to put on it, on the pizza, as well as the salads, the price stays the same. And that's what makes it great. That's what I think anyway.
A variety of doughs, sauces, and toppings let customers get creative.
I didn't know that you could put Alfredo sauce on a pizza. I never heard of it before. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but once I did, I'm in. You got me. Yeah, game changer, yes.
Most folks customize, but there's a menu with some tasty options too. Alfredo Heaven is a bestseller. I mean, how can you go wrong with Alfredo, chicken, bacon, and other yummy toppings? And if you like a little kick, there's something just for you.
And then our Fiery Carnivore, if you like a little bit of heat and spice in your pizza. It's got a spicy sriracha-based sauce that comes on top of it with mozzarella, jalapenos, fresh jalapenos, some really great Italian sausage and pepperonis. It's delicious.
We love the atmosphere, great for all ages and family friendly. The restaurant is clean and modern and offers fast casual dining.
You take the quality food that you get from a casual dining experience, and then you take the speed of service from a fast food and you combine them.
And once you create your pizza, the magic's going to happen right here. It only takes 4 minutes to go through the oven.
I love it. I'm normally just a pepperoni sausage kind of girl, but I tried the buffalo and I love it.
My favorite pizza is definitely the Green Monster. It's very unique. You can't find anything.
What is it?
Well, so they use an Alfredo sauce, and they use a lot of, greens. So spinach, they use, fresh chicken, and like I said, the cauliflower crust.
I try to get something different every time I come, and today I had an Alfredo pizza, which I've never had before, and it was amazing.
So you'll try it again?
Absolutely, yes.
It's delicious. We make our dough fresh every single day. We don't ever freeze it all day long. If you'd stay here all day long, you'd see these guys over there sheeting dough, making dough all day long, and it's fresh, and you can really tell.
Fresh and flavorful, they found the recipe for success. In Durant, I'm Tina McGarry, Discovering Oklahoma.
Craft Pies Pizza is located at 300 West Main Street in Durant. They're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and until 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
You got people coming from Texas just to get a beer from Prairie. And I think that's important, not only for economics, but just our local community, man.
You heard right, the Texans are crossing the border to sample Oklahoma beer. The story behind it all coming up.
I think it's going to be a really cool location, just hang out on the weekends or like a happy hour after work. It's a perfect location.
Plus, some say it's the best new spot in the city. We'll show you why when Discover Oklahoma continues.
The Oklahoma Travel Guide's got a fresh new look. It's your one-stop shop for awe-inspiring attractions, iconic Route 66, stunning escapes, and legendary local food. Get your free copy today.
There's a place where the strong still proudly stand and find a prosperous path in this friendly land. Oklahoma is a home to more than 30 nations, and they've laid the framework for our state's foundation. From museums to festivals, their history admired. The culture of each tribe continues to inspire. TravelOK.com opens the door. Come see for yourself, and then go explore.
Welcome back to the Polished Boutique in Chickasha. We're doing a little shopping here.
This really is a fun stop for a road trip.
It is, and a road trip destination for some is quickly becoming one of Oklahoma's craft breweries.
I got a chance to spend time at one in my hometown of McAlester. They've been open for a few years. Come with me now to Prairie 345.
Zach Pritchard's great-grandfather was brewing beer back in the day.
So we have this really long cycle of, starting out my family making beer literally in the basement of their house to this internationally recognized beer brand with a tap room and a thriving espresso bar in small town Oklahoma. So it's a really unique story.
And now it's a success story. Zach bought Prairie Artisan Ales in 2016, and then they opened 345 in 2017.
So we wanted to have a home in McAlester where people could come in, experience the beer, and just really feel at home. But also we wanted to bring some people into the heart of our community, into the downtown McAlester area.
And by the way, you can find Prairie 345 in Tulsa and Oklahoma City. The obvious question I asked Zach is how many different kinds of beers they have now. Let's just say there is a lot.
Between the various tap rooms and then our production brewery, we'll do probably over 100 different beers this year.
As for their most popular beers,
company-wide, brewery-wide, our most popular beer has been for a while and it still is Prairie Bomb. It's an imperial stout that's about 12% or 13%. It has coffee added to it. It has vanilla. It's aged over coffee, vanilla, ancho chilies, and cocoa nibs.
Yes, you heard right. In fact, there's an espresso bar in Prairie 345.
We're buying green coffee beans. Green's the raw form of coffee. And then we're roasting the coffee here in McAlester. We do, we sell some coffee to different wholesale accounts across the region. And then we have an espresso bar here at 345, which opens every morning at 7, except on Saturdays it's open at 8.
Another popular beer is called Prairie Standard, and they have a new beer called Vape Tricks. It's a sour beer made with cherries. On the outskirts of McAlester is a gigantic warehouse where everything is done from brewing, packaging, and shipping. This is where the art and science of brewing converge.
I think art is more like in the idea phase, because you sort of, you have a vision, you have an idea for where you want this thing to go. And you know, pretty soon thereafter, the art kind of takes a back seat. And then sort of the science, the technical aspect of it comes to fruition, because you know, you're dealing with, you know, grains, hops, but you're also dealing with, you know, live organisms.
Like, great thing about Prairie is you don't have to like IPAs or stouts or anything. They always have a standard.
And this gentleman sees customers here often who have just driven from out of state.
You got people coming from Texas just to get a beer from Prairie. And I think that's important, not only for economics, but you know, just our local community, man. They're coming here just for Prairie.
Prairie 345 is located at 345 East Choctaw in McAlester. They're open till 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday and until 11 on Friday and Saturday.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
The view is amazing. I mean, we get to look out over the park. We've got a great view of the stage when there's a concert in the park.
A great view and fantastic food. Get ready to see your new hangout spot when Discover Oklahoma continues.
There are some things you just can't contain. Oklahoma Today magazine is bursting with culture. Mind-blowing restaurants, trips, adventures, and so much more. Open your copy, then hit the open road. Unleash your curiosity. Set your spirit free. Subscribe today for only $14.95. Oklahoma Today magazine. Break through the ordinary.
We've had such a great time doing a little shopping here today at Polished Boutique in Chickasha.
And no shopping trip really is complete without a great lunch afterwards. Right now, let's check out the hottest new destination in Oklahoma City.
Deanne Stein takes us to Social Capital.
We saw plans for this park about 2.5 years ago and knew that we had to be as close to it as possible.
So Brad Mullinex and his partners snatched up a piece of untapped property right next to the new Scissortail Park.
I think we had a good idea long before the masses did of how beautiful this park would be.
The one-time filling station has been transformed into Social Capital OKC, keeping a lot of the old structure in the design, like these original bay doors. The logo symbolizes a 6-speed manual transmission, but the new fuel is located behind the bar. 120 draft beers, all craft and all independent.
There's 84 at this bar alone. We designed this ourselves. We've got the faucets directly in the glass. We're using a stainless steel bent tube assembly, so you can kind of see the guts of the cooler from the front of house, which is pretty unique. And then we can store probably 250, 300 full kegs of beer that are untapped in there as well. It's a monster of a cooler. It's the heart of the business.
It's amazing. I mean, you can't really find that other places. You usually run into like the same beers everywhere you go, so it's cool that there's so much variety.
And if you're not into beer, there's a full cocktail and wine menu.
It's all one functioning kitchen.
While craft beer is the focus, Social Capital also opened 2 kitchens, a hot and a cold, right out in the open.
We wanted to do these things that were an eye catcher a little bit. And one of the main things was our al pastor tacos with the roasted spit, where everybody can kind of come up and see the fat and the juices dripping down it.
The cold kitchen offers specialty salads and meat and cheese platters, while the hot kitchen prepares 5 different street tacos, a roasted pork torte, and the ever-popular nachos.
You can have chicken, beef, or al pastor pork. It's going to come with our house-made queso blanco, house-made salsa, and our house-made guac, our street guac. And that's going to have pico de gallo, black beans, and pickled jalapenos on top of it.
Now, besides the craft beer and the food, another big appeal here is this huge rooftop patio that overlooks downtown Oklahoma City and the new Scissortail Park.
The view is amazing. I mean, we get to look out over the park. We've got a great view of the stage when there's a concert in the park.
I think it's going to be a really cool location to just hang out on the weekends or like a happy hour after work. It's a perfect location.
There's also a private room you can rent out with a minimum tap.
Okay, time for dessert. I want to try some of your homemade ice cream, so I'm thinking the chocolate.
And I'm sure glad I did. So be sure and save room for their creamy house-made ice cream.
It feels good. We're the first private development on the park, so I think we're here to prove that there's potential here, and I think we'll soon have neighbors, you know. I hope so.
Discovering Oklahoma in downtown Oklahoma City, I'm Deanne Stein.
Social Capital is at 517 South Hudson in Oklahoma City, right across the street from Scissortail Park. They're open Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. A heads up, they're closed Mondays.
And no matter where your next road trip takes you, the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide will help you find a great place to eat. All you have to do is log on to our website, travelok.com, and click Request Free Brochures to get your copy.
A big thank you to everyone here at the Polished Boutique in Chickasha for hosting us this week. You'll find them at 303 West Chickasha Avenue in Chickasha. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and 10 to 3 on Saturdays. They're closed Sundays and Mondays. For more information, check out their Facebook page.
Coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, we'll take a trip back in time, see what it was like to live in a sod house.
Plus, we hit up the Red River Museum in Idabel for some of the greatest art exhibits in the region. Next week, right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.